Ignore the hair, ignore the voices. It's Monday and it's already kind of stressful. It's 8:20. I've got a new child starting today, so they come in past, which is in 10 minutes. I haven't finished marking for the ketchup for them to finish their work. I have a load of things on the printer that I need that I can't get because of the queue for the printer. I'm just like, so I'm gonna give you the timetable while I wait. I then go to the printer because I need it. I need it now. Bye, buddy. Snack time. Sa-na-na-na. Snack time. Sa-na-na-na. Snack time. Okay. Hi. I honestly don't remember if I opened this vlog at all. I think I did. Hey, it's Monday. This has been a day in my life because it's now pretty much over. I'm home. I'm just having my snacks just to reward myself for still being on this earth after this day, as I often do at the end of school. But yeah, let's talk Monday because I couldn't really vlog a lot of school. Well, a lot at school because I was at school. This morning was stressful for me. I'm pretty sure I said that this morning. I had a new student starting. I just felt completely unprepared because I could not plan properly this weekend, in that I couldn't do like my whole week PowerPoint because my Google login just expired, or it did the whole like remind me who you are again. Had to log in again, but I forgot my password and I forgot it in like September. But because I've been really bad with passwords at my new school, I'm constantly having to go get them reset, I was too embarrassed to go and tell this woman that I forgot my Google password, and it wasn't an issue because I logged in. So I just left it until it logged me out and I had to go get it. So that was awkward for me. She did reset it for me, but then it wasn't working. So I had the whole weekend with no access to Google, which means no planning, no emails, no Google Drive, which in some ways was okay because it didn't work, but in other ways, my personal version of hell, because I had no clue what was going on today. and that really impacted my day. So yes, the new one started. Usually they come in early to have like a little tour of like our area before kids come in, but they came in normal time. So all the kids were coming in and finding their new seats and kind of getting used to what was going on. And as like the new one came in the wrong door, came in the year 4 door. So I had to go up and be like, hi, and show them where you're meant to come in. They get him settled and then get the rest of the class settled because they needed to then start morning work. So that was fine. Morning work was just catch up. So they just did all their gap tasks. Excuse me. I told them that if there's a paperclip on the page, there's a gap task there, do the gap task. Didn't quite get as far as when you finish the gap task, remove the paperclip, but most of them kind of worked it out, or I just told them. So some of those were done. I didn't get to check all of them, but I will check tomorrow. I've still got to do more books to mark for gap tasks for tomorrow because I told them all week till Wednesday we're doing gap tasks so that they're filled for Wednesday. But yeah, that was done. Maths today, which I didn't get to record and show you guys because I couldn't go through my plan like I usually would, or like I try to, was adding 3-digit numbers and ones crossing 10s, and we did nothing in books, did a practical kind of lesson. So we just had like an addition sheet or a map that I made them, and it to show me in the 3 different methods that they can do it. Maths finished abruptly because I realised that we were going into PSHE time and I needed to do that lesson because it was an issue that we had to sort out in the classroom. So I just kind of abruptly stop it. We might have a look, I might do a gap task actually for that for tomorrow and just get them to do that. Just do one question, show me one method, and that will literally be the work done. But yeah, I think it was a bit confusing. I think showing them all 3 methods at once overloaded their little brains and they just couldn't like grasp one thing before we did the next one. But the white race lesson showed all 3, so I showed all 3. Some of them could do it. I did ask them throughout like which method do you use, which one do you prefer, and they kind of chose one they preferred. So hopefully tomorrow they'll be able to show me like 2 questions with their preferred method as their gap task, and then that'll be that. Then PSHE, like I said, had to tackle something that was an issue in the classroom, and that's tattling. These children will come and tell me anything going on, like so-and-so's got a pen in his mouth, so-and-so's having a drink, so-and-so's this, that and the other. And it's just like, no, because I don't want to know this. And I don't so much mind coming to tell me things, it's when it's A, completely useless, B, not even an issue, and C, does he 1B, C? And C, when I'm teaching, these children will walk up to me like mid-input and I'm like, well, no. Sit down. So we had a lesson about tattling versus telling, what the difference is, and we kind of looked at some scenarios and said, okay, that's tattling because this, because it's just getting someone in trouble for no reason. Then we spoke about what telling is, which is something I need to know, like someone's left the classroom or someone's hurt. And then that led into talking about you, me, we problems, which I do usually transition, but I couldn't do it this year. So I did it today. If you're not sure what that is because I haven't spoken about it before or you've missed it, a you problem is a problem that affects you that you can solve. A me problem is a problem that affects you that you need me to solve. And we problem is a problem that affects everyone and we all need to solve. So we looked at some examples of those problems. We spotted which ones were like in the wrong place in the PowerPoint that I made. And then they each got a scenario, had to go to their table to act it out and act out the solution. These were hilarious. It's just one of those things where you realise like what you do as a teacher, because like one of the kids was acting as the teacher and the issue was that someone's swigging on their chair because they keep telling me that and I'm like, you can tell them to stop. So the teacher like told the kid to stop swinging on his chair, but she was like, if he keeps swinging, I'm taking your chair, which is what I do. If they swing on their chairs, I take the chair. Like if you can't sit on a chair, you won't have a chair. So the fact that she picked that up and did it was like, my bad. And then another child was being the teacher and he was like, his acting is him like dancing by the board. And I'm thinking, do I dance at the front of the room? Do I do that? So I'm really conscious about like how I move at the front of the room. Am I actually sat there like, because like he just went for that. So yeah, but it was a good lesson. They were using the terminology of like, that's a you problem throughout the day, which was quite nice. I did hear a bit of it, I haven't got a pencil, and like 3 people were like, that's a you problem. I was like, thank you, it's working. And also, I had no tattles today. Like, thinking back on it, I did not have one kid come and tattle. And to be fair, I was only in class for like 3 hours because of PPA, but still no one came to tattle. And for me, that's just like, thank the Lord, because it was getting annoying. So the last lesson that I had before PPA was English. It did not go well. Like, in my opinion, it did not go well for so many reasons. I mean, the main one was that I did not know what I was doing. Between not having access to the planning, so I couldn't even look at it and work out what I was doing, not having the foresight to ask my part teacher what we're doing because she planned it, and the children somehow knowing what they should do, it was a mess. Because my plan in my head was that I do some writing, they edit my writing, they look at their writing, they edit their writing, and then write it up in neat. That's the way I've done it at old school. That's just the way I'm used to it being done. The issue, which I didn't always have to do, which to be fair, she was done anyway, I put my hands up, she's done it anyway, was that I was meant to mark like all their writing from last week and give them little targets that they need to read today and use to improve their writing. It had not occurred to me how to do that. Again, I know I should be marking anyway, and that is like my personal target this week, to mark like as it's done, but I didn't know I need to do that, so they had nothing to like improve because they had no targets, which is why I had them edit their own work to find their own targets. But then they were really confused. I mean, I also gave out success criteria that we're using to mark this week's work, and that confused them because I started filling it in. I was like, no, that's for me to fill, which I said, but I kind of understood why they were confused. So it was all a bit like, and then they all started like writing up their neat versions when I hadn't told them to yet, and a lot of them made mistakes, and I can't like correct them. I can't go and say, hey, spelled a word wrong there, because it's meant to be independent writing. So any issues that I've spotted because I marked them today, I can do nothing about. I can't be like, spelled that one wrong. So that's annoying, and I will probably tell them like, guys, I hadn't started to write yet, but to do this first, and if you have written, I cannot like help you with that writing. That is now just there. So yeah, tomorrow we're continuing with the writing up. I'm gonna like model this thing within an inch of its life. Not having my own model right doesn't help, so I'm gonna do my own model and then model what they have to do like at the front of the classroom, and then send them off, because each lesson today and tomorrow, well, tomorrow and Wednesday, they're just doing their writing. It's basically a big write that we would have done at my last school, but over 3 days. So yeah, hopefully that is better tomorrow. So I'm home now. I've had PPA all afternoon. I came home earlier than I usually would because I need to go and bake some bread. It's my group's turn for bake off on Wednesday, so I need the bread for Wednesday, and I know that I'm not going to come home tomorrow and bake some bread, so I came today to do it. It's more me being nervous. I wanted to practice again because the first version did not go too well. If you haven't seen it, picture here. So I'm going to do it again now actually. Then I brought some books home to mark because I need to get everything marked for Wednesday. I'm going to yawn. Excuse me. Yeah, I need to mark some science books. I didn't bring home enough. I brought home some, and then I have to finish the planning. Could not finish it. I had to come home. I was just tired. So I've got maths to finish planning and only one reading lesson for next week because we're doing a roll dial day and we don't need reading all week. So yeah, those are my evening plans. I am going to change out of work clothes. Ooh, the outfit today. Anyway, I'm going to change, finish my snacks. I need to go do the dishes and then start baking the bread, otherwise I'm going to make a mess and just add to the dishes. After bread, well, while bread is baking, I'm going to be doing some planning and stuff. so laptop will stay downstairs. And I'm listening to podcasts while I do all of this. Podcasts. Currently listening to the Not Another D&D podcast because I am currently obsessed with Dungeons and Dragons. I know, but I want to play and I can't, so I'm just living vicariously through the podcasts. But I'm gonna go because my mother is screaming for my brother and I don't think he can hear her, so I'm gonna go pass on the message. Like an hour later, I finally made it downstairs. I'm just getting the baking things ready. I have not done the washing up yet. We're going to ignore this. We are an honest vlog and we are honestly saying I have dishes to do. I don't want to do them, but in my 3-person household, I did leave a plate in the sink and that is an invitation to then add more. So I'm at fault here. This is my mess. So I will clean it. But I want to just get the baking stuff done first because I'm very aware that's got to proof 45 minutes and then another 45 minutes and then bake for 45 minutes. So I can do the dishes in that time. Like wash up in the first proof, plan maths in the second proof, and the third bake because it's gonna take a while. But yeah, I'm making a butternut squash, sage and feta swirled loaf. Picture here for the bake off. My criteria, my category, I don't know, was a savoury dish with autumn inspired flavours. I then googled autumn savoury pastry and this bread came up. I want to try making bread because I've never done it before. I know, risky for bake off, but I just want to try it. I'm actually making 2 loaves, which I now regret. 1 butternut squash one, like I just said, and then 1 swirled with a onion and shallot chutney because I don't think I like butternut squash and I would like to eat this bread. Either that or I'm making something else with a relish to dip. Haven't decided yet. I know there's a red onion relish in there somewhere. But, oh, remember, it was a mushroom. Oh, itchy eye. It was a creamy mushroom swirled bread with a chutney dipping sauce, or dipping sauce for both. That's what I was doing. Ooh, for making 2 breads, I have to bake a lot longer. Ooh, I should have come home earlier. That's 4 hours. Ooh, that's gonna finish 10 o'clock. I've made mistakes here. I'm gonna stop vlogging. I have bread to cook.
So I have an advantage against frightened. So when I get to roll it again,
It is 7:30. I have only just put the dough in for the first proof. Oh god, I mean the butternut squash is roasted, which is the filling. I've started chopping the mushrooms for the second filling. Well, I don't know what that was. I have not done the dishes, I have not done the maths, I have not planned. I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I might get the dough out of the oven for proving. Yes, I'm gonna do that. Okay, I took it out of the oven because if I just put that in the fridge, I can just bake it tomorrow. I know I didn't want to do that because if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. But if I just prepare everything today to get the filling ready and get the dough ready, I can just prove it tomorrow and bake it tomorrow because this is too much. I'm not doing these dishes today. I'm gonna clean up my mess. I'm gonna finish making the fillings. I don't think I'm even gonna plan. I'm not even gonna plan. I'm not gonna take the science books back tomorrow because they're not doing science. So I can go back on Wednesday. No, I've got to go back because I need to do the gap tasks. Okay, I'll mark the science I've got. I'm not planning, which means I don't need that laptop, but it's here now. I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna just go to bed because this has been a day and a half. Oh, I want to finish the bread. Can you prove something once? And then, I don't know. I don't know if I should just make it to the point where it's in the loaf tin and then fridge it, or if I should bake it completely. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Thank you, Google. You can refrigerate dough after the first proof. So I'm gonna prove it, the first one, and fridge it. While it's proving, 45 minutes, I can clean up this mess, get the first 2 fillings ready, fridge them, and then put the dough in the fridge. Cool. Still not planning. I mean, I might, but I don't really want to. I'll mark the books because I have to. I'm not doing the dishes. I don't want to. I want to sit down. The first proof's for an hour, not 45 minutes, so I can definitely finish the fillings, or just get like bits of the fillings ready. And what am I saying? Mark. Something school related in that time. So I'm gonna do that, still with my podcast because it's the only thing keeping me going right now. I'm not doing the dishes. I don't want to. There's still 21 minutes left for it to rise, and it's like filled the bowl. Guys, I've just checked the emails for Bake Off. I'm not doing bread. Like, I knew I was doing a savoury autumn inspired dish, but someone else is doing bread. I don't know what to do. I cannot stress what a good little resource Google is. Google, savoury dish, baked, done. I'm now making muffins. I can't believe I've done that. I found a muffin dish, and I was thinking already to do savoury muffins, but no. So I found a muffin dish that is with like pumpkins and bacon. I'm gonna keep out the bacon because vegetarian vegans, but I'm instead going to use the butternut squash filling I've already prepared for the bread. So I'm gonna do the mushroom bread for me and butternut squash muffins. Okay, the proving is done and I am now doing some school things. Lord. I've just downloaded and printed this place value booklet from TWINKL, and I'm just checking this addition and subtraction one because I need my new boy to just do some basic stuff, just to check where he's at. So I've got like a year 2 one. I won't bother doing a year 3 addition because we're doing that literally now, but I am going to need a year 3 place value one just to check what he knows. For English, I'm gonna have him do some independent writing, similar to what we're doing. And yeah, the dough has improved. Like I showed the photo, it was in the video rather. It's improved a lot. I won't lie, it scared me a little bit. I don't know why, but just the idea that something has gone from like this to this is like, oh, why? And that freaks me out. We're not gonna discuss it. We're not gonna talk about why. Just know that it freaks me out. So yeah, that's over there cooling. I think it's actually falling because it's cooling, but I'm assuming I can't put it in the oven, in the fridge rather, while it's that hot. So I'm gonna leave it to do its thing. I need to transfer the mushroom sauce to the bowl. I'm still having mushroom bread, even though it won't go to work. The butternut squash filling can then go in the fridge. I am hoping and praying that doesn't make soggy muffins, because I'm literally not gonna have a choice. I think I'm going to go Sainsbury's tomorrow and get something like nice to present it in, because I don't even know if I've got a muffin tin. I don't even know if I own a muffin tin. Why can't I do bread? Okay, I started having a look at the maths planning because I wanted to feel productive today. I'm not going to finish that. I'm going to just mark instead because that needs to be done. But here is what I plan for maths next week. So it's just a white rose presentation, and I made it blank because we don't use all the white rose stuff. Added the small steps that we have to put in for planning and the resources. I feel like something else should be on here. And an LI slide, so I'm going to just add that one there. Okay, so as we do starter answers from white rose, we also do a fluent and 5, so I'm going to add a slide for that. I've started it off with a contextual problems. I've got 428 marshmallows. I dropped 30 on the floor. How many I've got left? What calculations needed? What strategy we use? How do you know? I just move those into a sensible place, but that's basically it. Then my turn. So I model this question. I'm putting that there because the kids keep like shouting answers to me, and I'm like, cool, but it's my turn. Me. So yeah, my turn again. I'll show them another one. We do our turn. This one's harder. In fact, I might then make that one our turn. And then that one my turn. Yeah, gonna do that. Gonna do that right now so I don't forget. Don't know where that accent came from. Okay, so that one's our turn and this one's my turn, so I'm gonna show them because now we're crossing. Oh, that's the T and not a Y. Okay, then it's your turn, so the kids use their deeds to do this one. My turn again, because different strategy, place value counters, then it's their turn to do it. Independent work, they've got to go do questions 1 or 2, just on their tables or whiteboards. Using concrete or pictorial methods, they have to show working out. If they finish, greater depth to do that, and resources are in there. Then we go back to that contextual question. We look at the subtraction calculation and resolve it. Their turn. That will float up later, and there's a blank square just hiding the answer there. Then they go back to their books to do the worksheet. If they're great at depth, I want to try and do things in their book, not on the worksheet, just to start with presentation, because I think I've said this before, I can't remember, but like my year 3 class last year were not on worksheets, it was not allowed, and they were fine. So I feel like if I push them to do it, they'll be fine. I might get rid of that, I might decide not to, but kids who I feel like can do whole like proper working out in their books, I'm gonna ask them to. The great depth challenges are here, so it's just what was on the it's one of the slides from here actually that I just did not want, but I put it as a challenge. And I'm gonna be completely honest, I only got rid of it because I did not want to like explain how to do it. And I know that's like not great, but I generally was like, I don't even know how I would begin to explain this. So anyways, the worksheet is here and it's literally just the white rose worksheet, but I've retyped it out into a format that will actually fit in their books because they're only doing some questions, not all of them. Also, they're now doing question like 4 would have been this one, so I just renumbered it. But yeah, that's all the questions done, and that's Monday's worksheet. Okay, it's 9 o'clock now, or it's like 3 minutes to 9. I'm just gonna mark, and then I'm gonna go to bed because I've done nothing today but bake, and that feels wrong to me. That feels just wrong. So yeah, I am going to I literally just mark the 3 English books I've got left. And maybe the science. Yeah, and science. Yeah. Okay, I'm just slowly descending into madness as I realise I've literally done nothing today but bake, and I've got so much to do. But I am going to go ahead and end the day in my life here. So this has been a Monday. It was a lot more stressful than it usually is. To be fair, Mondays usually are, because I feel like I forgot what I'm doing over the weekend. But hopefully that was like an insight into what I do. I had a comment from the lovely Steph about like seeing the background scenes or the behind the scenes. So this was a behind the scenes Monday. It's stressful, but yeah, it's done. So thank you guys for watching this video. I think I might do a morning routine kind of video, because then it's just the morning and I've got more time to film, and I thought that'd be nice. So next week will be a morning routine video of what I do in the mornings. Enjoy that. If you don't already follow my Instagram, it is daff_teachers. It'll be in the description below. Feel free to follow me there. I'm aiming to post more. I'm currently not posting because I have too many ideas of what I want to post, and I then don't want to do any of them because I feel overwhelmed. But hopefully I will just get one post out and that will open the floodgates and I will do the rest. But I will be over there posting. I do still do stories and things, so you can see those. I will let you guys know how this bread turns out over there as well, and these muffins turn out over there. So, you know, stick around for that. My entry into Bake Off. But yeah, that is the end and goodbye from me. So thank you for watching my video. If you haven't already, subscribe, and bye.